Hi there, Cancer. Thank you so much for tuning in. Love and light to you all. We're here with your new moon in Aries reading. Exciting energies here. The new moon in Aries, Aries being the very first sign in the zodiac. New beginnings absolutely here abound for us all. However it is that Aries is operating in your personal chart may be kind of where these energies and new beginnings and clarification may play out. Nonetheless, dear Cancer, let's get right started here with it for you. And I was meditating on your energy before I turned on the camera, and I was getting that there's something that you want to test. Okay, there's something that it's almost like you want to test boundaries too. And it's almost I'm hearing in a tempting way, I'm hearing for a number of you, but it's ultimately, I'm hearing a test, I'm hearing of strength. I'm hearing also of the ability to challenge certain, I'm hearing thought forms, and I'm hearing thought groups. Okay, a number of cards want to pop out here. Daughter of Pentacles upright, Seven of Swords in reverse, and the Eight of Wands upright. A number of cards have been popping out with this Eight of Wands. Okay, it was Virgo that pulled the Eight of Wands. It was, I believe, Libra as well. And you came out for Virgo. Okay, you came out for Virgo's reading, and you've got the Daughter of Pentacles here. You may be dealing with the Virgo. Nonetheless, take it as you will, dear Cancer. I'm hearing change to habit, home life, okay, right up and out here, and there may be a focus on what it is we feel compelled to communicate, what we feel we need to communicate. Daughter of Cups coming through, okay. This came through for Virgo, Daughter of Cups. In addition to the Chariot, you may want to check that video out, okay, if you feel so compelled. Nonetheless, there's a focus on exactly what it is we're challenging on an emotional, intuitive, I'm hearing introspective level, but also in such a way that is, I'm hearing performative. What is also beautiful, right as I say that, the Fool popping out, okay. What is also, I'm hearing spearheaded. You have the Chariot. This came through as well in Virgo's reading, and the Chariot is your very own card. I'm hearing Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, Cancer. This is your own card in the Major Arcana. You have as well here the Three of Wands upright, right over the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and the Sun in reverse. Okay, I believe it was Libra that pulled the Six of Pentacles. Okay, nonetheless, dear Cancer, I'm hearing time, the feeling that time is ticking, and I'm hearing an emotional sort of barometer for you, where you feel that there is, I'm hearing something that needs to flow, and be it a matter of communication of emotions, okay, specifically, where it's like I'm hearing when the baby's got to come out, the baby's got to come out, and I'm hearing if it's got to be spoken or written, I'm hearing, or formalized legally, perhaps in a contract or in a letter, some form that it just makes it super obvious, okay, what it is that is being translated and transmitted as a certain message. It's got, I'm hearing it's got to, I'm hearing incorporated specifically for a number of you, okay? And then maybe focus on a creative direction. I'm hearing law, though, legal. And then you've got here the Son of Swords upright, right over the Two of Swords in reverse, and there may be a focus on exactly what direction we want to take with that, if it's contractual, if it's the laying of a certain structure or strategy. I'm hearing for the workplace. I'm hearing workforce as well, and there could be a question of exactly what is the philosophy or the structure, the strategy that I want to set into place. I'm hearing specifically as it pertains to time and scheduling, very specific here for a number of you. But the feeling that I'm getting as well, I'm hearing Scorpio here, Scorpio with the Sun in reverse, Six of Pentacles in reverse, and Three of Wands upright. There's a focus on what feels to be a brand new opportunity for us to take on. And it's almost like, oh, this would open up so many opportunities for me, so many avenues also of self-expression, of also physical expression, of my exploration of passion, what drives me. And it's almost like I'm hearing I want to take it on. I'm hearing I want to take this, I'm hearing also this challenge on. And it may test financially in certain ways what is considered to be a form of stability, or also just simply what has felt sort of stable, what has also sort of stabilized for you, what is characterized as a financial opportunity I'm hearing. And it's almost like, okay, well, this is totally anomalous to anything that I've ever experienced. I don't know why I'm hearing I want to invest in this space. I just feel that I want to invest in it. And it's almost like the feeling I'm getting is that I'm hearing a complete industry shift. And it's not a matter, I'm hearing, of timing. I'm hearing specifically, always take it as you will, always heed your personal intuition, always heed your personal intuition, dear Cancer. It's not a matter specifically as I'm hearing it, I'm getting it, or as you may be feeling it, or taking it, of timing directly. I'm getting that timing is indirectly involved in some kind of way. It's almost like, okay, well, certain industries, I'm hearing their work are still subject to the seasonal changes, okay? Or let's say real estate is subject to certain industrial or cyclical rhythms, okay? But timing does not determine what I'm hearing tap into as a source of potential. There is, as I'm seeing it, an opportunity. I'm hearing for success and for growth. It is a complete shift to what feels comfortable for me, what feels stabilizing. And it's almost like I've always invested in this certain, I'm hearing, stock for a number of you. I've always invested in a certain, I'm hearing, area, I'm hearing, of expertise, perhaps of mine, okay, for a number of you. But I'm hearing, when is it that I change the radio station, okay, to play another tune? And I'm hearing sing along. I'm hearing Mary, sing along. I'm hearing it as, and I'm seeing it as MERRY. So there's something about perhaps even collaboration for a number of you, or a certain community that you feel is related to, and sort of what feels to be, I'm hearing, a very eclectic. I'm hearing also free-spirited sort of ambiance there. I'm hearing collective, and there may be a focus on what feels to be also a spiritual site, okay, for a number of you. Now, there's some focus on energy, though, as I'm getting it. There is the Four of Pentacles in reverse, mirroring the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, dropping like a feather. There's a direction financially, I'm getting financially specifically for a number of you, that you are ruling out. And it's like, okay, if that was the direction that I used to sort of orient and strategize how it is that I was in a certain way channeling my financial capabilities through, I'm hearing that structure no longer applies. I recognize that. I'm hearing there is a certain inefficiency there, specifically as it pertained to what I put in and what I got out financially. And if there was an inefficiency there, in also simply not merely in a financial way, but also in a way that made very clear for me how it is that I'm hearing valuing as an asset my own time and my own energy. I recognize that I'm hearing passion speaks volumes for my work. And when I'm feeling depleted energetically, specifically, when I'm feeling tired, when I'm feeling lethargic, I'm hearing when I'm not excited, I'm hearing to go home. I'm hearing and show and tell, I'm hearing and showcase my talent, I'm hearing to go on air, I'm hearing to air it out as well. There is I'm hearing justification in a monetary way, in a financial way, even in terms of stability, because I'm getting that could have been a certain path that was stable, but that there is no, in a certain way, sacrifice that I am I'm hearing I'm hearing I'm hearing allotting, I'm hearing making space for, making room for, and the feeling is that Cancer, that something has become very clear to you. Okay, and again, it's like a give and take of time. Now, the Fool in reverse, beautiful, right at the apex of your reading, impending right over the Father of Cups in reverse. It's a question of when we feel emotionally ready, and I'm getting also spiritually ready, specifically for a number of you, intuitively, energetically ready to move into this new domain. And it's a new chapter for you, absolutely, but it's guided by way, I'm hearing, of premonition, of your vision as well, as you may perceive it or take it, and it can be taken in a number of ways. A sense of almost preparation. I'm getting preparation. It's almost like, okay, before I start operating in that way, in that dimension, perhaps outside of the boundaries of time and space for a number of you. However it is that you take that, can be taken in a number of ways, interpreted, perceived in a number of ways. I want to ensure that I'm hearing I'm fully made aware also of my own abilities, okay? And it's almost like a desire to practice, okay? With that, I'm hearing spiritual, psychic insights, abilities, but it's something that the feeling is almost like I'm gonna go skydiving, okay? And it's like, well, I want to make sure that my parachute is working, that kind of feeling, okay? And there may be a focus on specifically what needs to be set contractually, legally, strategically, very clearly delineated as, again, getting focused on timeline, schedules, specifically here with the Two of Swords, legal work specifically, again, before I take that dive, okay, so to speak. Now, again, take it as you will always, Cancer. As I'm getting it, the feeling is that this is a totally new terrain that we are exploring, but I'm getting that it's not something that we feel totally foreign to. I'm getting that it's something that you have in a certain way grappled with, that you've in a certain way almost matured to the point of, so to speak, as you may have felt it or as others may have felt it, to almost recognize the readiness to take on this potential in its physical form. I'm hearing specifically in its physical form, as it may be perceived in a certain way. It may be considered and characterized in a certain way, indirectly as well. There is, though, I'm hearing subordinate clause, specifically with the Son of Swords, Three of Wands, okay, and the Two of Swords in reverse. Something is indirect, okay? It's like, even the feeling I'm getting for you is almost like I'm hearing parallel timelines, parallel times that you feel you're operating through, and even parallel, I'm hearing livelihoods, I'm hearing specifically, and it's almost like I want to go commando. I'm hearing the feeling I'm getting for a number of you is almost like, okay, well, I've held leadership in a certain company, and I no longer want to have to show up, I'm hearing, every single day. And I want there to be a sort of freedom with that, freedom of range with how it is that I am participating in what I'm participating in. And it can, again, go in so many directions. Be it as well, right? The feeling of, acknowledging a certain paradigm of our work, but pursuing and acknowledging another dimension of how we hold influence in that particular, I'm hearing, body of research, I'm hearing for a number of you, but also area of our work, okay, and also our participation in a public way, okay, and I'm hearing interface specifically for a number of you, and there may be focus here on channeling. Now, there is a focus here on exactly what we change, and what we come to sort of confront as a necessary change, a needed change, as we perceive it, as our experiences in the past have made clear to us. If we want to move in this direction, and another may be involved in this conversation with you, specifically Daughter of Pentacles, right? And there may be a sort of, I'm hearing question of prioritization of what I'm hearing, what will also be sort of the financial sort of effects, so to speak, as it may be perceived, of what is going to be changed. And it's almost like, well, the environment's going to change in this way. You're going to be moving, I'm hearing, homes, and you're going to be moving units, I'm hearing as well, in the apartment, perhaps, for a number of you, for example. And what is this going to change in terms of, let's say, what the total, I'm hearing, rent is going to be, for example? Is that kind of feeling, okay, that I'm getting for a number of you? And there's a question of exactly, right, what it is that we feel we align with, be it, right, in terms of how we are strategically or legally acknowledging this change, okay? I'm hearing in its simplicities, okay? And it's almost like, how are we also synthesizing this change? And I'm hearing commercial. There could be a focus on how it is that it's being packaged and relayed to a public, also communicated. 2 of Wands upright in your theme. Strong overlap with Virgo. 8 of Pentacles in reverse in your theme, right beneath the 2 of Wands. Upright. There's a focus, Cancer, on finding direction. Not because it's I'm hearing constructive path, but yet again, right? 3 of Wands, the Sun in reverse, 6 of Pentacles in reverse, but because it shifts the paradigm, I'm hearing, through which we learn to identify with concepts of stability. And it's almost like the more dynamic it is, the more I'm hearing, I feel that it in a certain way is a viable option for me. I'm getting yet again, though, that this is something that has in a certain way become clear to you over time, and there is, as I'm getting, a certain performative role that you may feel you would like to take on, again, one that relates to how it is that you in a certain way present your abilities, your skills, your talents, and there may be the desire to take on a sort of more dynamism or creative dynamic approach with that. I'm hearing self-presentation, okay? It's almost like I want to present myself, okay? I'm hearing talent agency for a number of you, so whatever that may mean to a number of you, there could be a contract here that is a focus that, be it, right, I no longer want to be under contract. I'm hearing in-house, under-house representation. I want, in a certain way, to, I'm hearing perform, I'm hearing for my own audience, I'm hearing showcase my talents for my audience, for my own audience I'm hearing as well, but for my audience specifically, by way of what I'm feeling. And that is a very personal, I'm hearing, form of presentation that I'm hearing I want to personalize, okay? And again, though, the question is, well, how is it that I'm in a certain way guiding my own work through, I'm hearing, the parameters, I'm hearing, of an emotional relationship for a number of you, and also, which you may feel charges in a certain way, the public sort of extroverted, the more yang, so to speak, persona that we feel we are to take on. And we all have those propensities, right? The yin and the yang. And you may be dealing with a fire sign individual, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, who is to come with, or who is to collaborate or accompany this path forward that is, as I'm getting it, a certain escapade that is, yes, adventurous, and yes, very, very, I'm hearing crafty, very hands-on, very exciting, but that is also, in a certain way, capitalizing on a certain nuanced perception of yours that is based on the emotional dimension, that is based on your ability to sense others, right, in a receptive way, okay? So focus on emotional receptivity could, in some shape or form, be charging and fueling a certain dynamic extroversion of your potential. And I'm getting as well that it may be in a certain way connected to how it is that this performance is changing your paradigm of how it is you create and the context through which you create, okay? So thank you so much. And there may be a focus on the professional circumstance or environment there through which you work. Okay, thank you so much again for tuning in, dear Cancer. Love and light to you, and have a beautiful new moon in Aries. New beginnings about here, setting of intentions, and thank you so much for your dear support. And I highly recommend you to check out your rising, ascendant, or moon sign, as well as your Venus sign. If you're watching specifically for matters of love, then your Venus sign may play a role, and so you can check that sign out, whatever it may be for you in particular, however it is that Venus aligns in your personal chart. If you like to calculate it, you can do so via the link in the bio description box below that I provide, and that will calculate it for you. Okay, thank you so much, dear Cancer, for tuning in. Love and light to you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.